Hi y'all, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be like a sit down talkish kind of video. I'm gonna remove my locks. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, so as you guys know, I put in these braids, right, these crochet right in front y'all. I had them in for 3 weeks now and they are time to be removed. I'm loving the look, you know. It was a good wear, to be honest. It was a really good wear. You know, the stiller the hair gets, the more realistic it looks. Y'all can see, you will know what I'm talking about. I am really loving the look, but guess what, my scalp is itching, and if you guys smell, it doesn't have a nice smell at all. It just smells like they need to come out. So it has been, you know, walking out a lot, so I'm not gonna be cutting them out or anything because I want to put them in back again, right? So we just gonna talk. What y'all want to talk about? You know, there's really a lot to be giving God praise and thanks for. You know, sometimes I look back and I was like, you know, God, you has really brought me a long way. You know, there is so much things to give him, so many things to give him praise and thanks for. I'm basically living in prayers that I prayed for. I always loved teaching. I believe I have a passion for teaching. You know, yes, I do. I have a passion for teaching, you know. I always wanted to be a teacher, and I always wanted to, you know, had a business on the side, and today I am basically walking in that, and I have to give God praise and thanks for that, you know. And there are so many other things that I am praying for, you know, and I'm sure that if I am faithful, you know, that faithful to God, that things will work out. I just want to encourage somebody today, you know. Sometimes you may be praying for whatever it is, you know, and you may feel like God ain't studying you. You know, sometimes things don't happen in our time. It happens in God's time, and God's timing is always perfect. I started to teach in 2013. You know, I was, you know, like a fresh out of college, you know, not knowing what I wanted to do, just experimenting with jobs and all of that stuff. And then I decided I'm going to apply to Teachers College. I got a job, yes. So I started teaching in 2013. And then in 2015, I decided, you know what? I love this thing. I'm in love with this. I want to go to Teachers College, you know, and get trained how to be an effective teacher and so on. But I taught at the primary school, but I always loved secondary school because that was my dream. I wanted to teach at a secondary school. I wanted to major in business because I studied business, and you know, do my minor in social studies, and I did just that at Teachers College. I majored in business and minor in social studies, and at the secondary program. Then after college, I graduated successfully in 2017. You know, and the girl thought that she was going to be lipstick on my hand there. Your girl thought that she was going to be teaching, you know, right away. But God had other plans, you know. God had other plans. He knew that I always wanted to start my own business. And God decided, you know what, no. I'm not going to send you into the government classroom as yet. I'm going to train you first. But me being me, you know, stubborn, I was like, I want to go teach now, blah blah blah, and it did not happen. You know, I applied to teach at the Ministry of Education. You know, I called them a lot of time. I called and and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have any vacancies. Of course I was disappointed, and then the opportunity came up for me to work at a certain establishment. I was teaching the subjects I wanted to teach, and I was also, during the day, I was like, doing, business stuff, like basically assisting with the running of the business and so on. And at first I was like, God, you send me to teachers college, and here I am, not teaching at a government school. I wanted to teach, and here I'm not teaching, with the government and so on. I mean, just there, I'm not knowing, what I'm there for. Then my sister was like, Nikita, God placed you there for a purpose. He placed you there for a purpose. And I am there, like, I had to do some thinking. I had to do some deep praying, because I was, I don't know, I just was fed up. Not fed up. I was just, I was just disappointed, because all of my friends, they got jobs with the government, and I am there working, private people, and I'm like, I don't want this. And then after that, over the months while I was there, things, started revealing to me. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I am here for a purpose, because I know that I wanted to run a business, and God is placing me here in this situation, in this establishment, to learn and to grow, So sometimes God has already answered our prayer, but we have to go through a process, and sometimes we just have to humble ourselves. You don't have to humble yourself sometimes. I had to humble myself. It took me a while, but it eventually happened. So I was there, and then after about 15 or 18 months or so, stuff started to reveal to me. I asked God, I was there, and I asked God, please, reveal stuff to me, just expose, who needs to be exposed. And boom, I everything just came, like in October of that particular year. I was asking God for a sign, and I believe that God sent me a sign. And I was sitting there on my bed, I saw the sign there, a green grasshopper. Yeah. I saw it there, and I was like, okay, now this is it, this is the time for me now to take a leap of faith. And then I was there, I was like, okay, no, I'm not ready. What if it's not God? And I was there, pondering and doubting myself. And then after that, God had to show me the hard way. He had to expose people. And while he was exposing those people to me, I had to be hurt in the process of that. And 2018 was was it 2018? Yeah, 2018, that was the latter part of that year. It was a very, very trying year for me, because I have never been, so hurt in my life. I have never been so just disappointed in people, who I looked up to. And I was really grateful that those things were exposed, and then at the end of the year, I decided, the kids, 2019 is a new year. I had to take my leap of faith, and I'm leaving. And I left there in 2018. I had to leave before the year, at the end of the year. I took my vacation in December, and then when I came back from vacation, I handed in my resignation letter, and I worked for the 2 weeks, and then I left. It was the 28th of December. Best day ever.